Hey Astro Kids, and welcome back. And in today's video, I'll be talking about Jupiter in the 12th house. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. So just a few quick disclaimers before we start. You first want to understand what sign is Jupiter placed in. Is Jupiter exalted in the sign of Cancer? Is it debilitated in Capricorn, in its own sign of Sagittarius or Pisces, or in a sign that it enjoys being in? This is very important to understand for the implications of Jupiter in your natal chart. You also want to understand, is Jupiter conjunct with any planets or receiving aspects from any planets? If Jupiter is hemmed between two malefics, for example, if Jupiter is placed in the 12th house with Mars in the 11th house and Rahu in the 1st house, then this can decrease some of the significations of Jupiter. You also want to see which houses are ruled by Sagittarius and Pisces, as Jupiter will have an influence over these houses. Along with this, you want to see if Jupiter is compatible with your ascendant lord. One of the most important times in a person's life that Jupiter will have influence over is at the age of 16 when Jupiter reaches its maturity. Along with this, when Jupiter returns back to its original position in your natal chart, which happens every 12 years. An extremely significant event is during a Jupiter Mahadasha, where Jupiter will have hold over your life. So if you have not seen my Jupiter Mahadasha Bhuktis, I will leave a link for that above and down below in the description. So what does Jupiter represent? Jupiter is the signifactor of wisdom, knowledge, education, philosophy. It is all about the higher principles of life. Jupiter represents all of our mentors, gurus, counselors, guides, anyone giving us direction and guidance. Jupiter also signifies the husband in a female's chart. Jupiter is a signifactor of foreign lands, foreign travel, and long-distance journeys. Jupiter is representing all of our connections with children. Jupiter is also a signifactor of the elder brother. Jupiter represents wealth. It represents our sense of security in life, our ability to gain wealth. Jupiter is a signifactor of luck and protection. Jupiter shows how happy we are in life, which then brings us a sense of luck and security. Jupiter is a signifactor of spirituality, of religion, of all of our belief systems. Jupiter represents expansion. Jupiter expands anything that it touches in life. It is all about compassion, generosity, all about nurturing, protecting. It is a very beneficial planet. Jupiter is the most benefic planet in the chart. So what does the 12th house represent? The 12th house is the farthest house from the ascendant, which means that it represents everything that is foreign to us. It represents foreign lands, foreign people, foreign cultures, and anything that is out of the ordinary, anything that is alien to us. The 12th house represents the mysteries of life. It is a very spiritual house that signifies occult knowledge and mysticism. The 12th house is our connection to spirit, to the other dimensions. The 12th house is connected with our subconscious, our dream life. It is signifying our sleep. The 12th house is also a house of losses. It is a signifactor of charity, of giving things away, of letting go, of endings and completion. It also can signify expenditure of energy and your expenses in your wealth. So this is a position that is all about letting go in the 12th house. This is the ultimate place of liberation, of moksha. This is receiving the spiritual enlightenment and detaching from the material realm. The 12th house is signifying a place of hidden talents as well. Any talents that you possess at a deep spiritual subconscious level that you are unaware of is found in this 12th house. The 12th house connects you with past lives and ancestral lineage. The 12th house is a place of imagination, of your creative abilities and talents. It is also a place of hidden enemies and hidden illnesses. The 12th house is also a place of bed pleasures. It is a very sexual and sensual house. It is all about romance and connection. So what happens when Jupiter is placed in the 12th house of your natal chart? Jupiter, as I've said, is a factor of luck and protection. Jupiter watches over us. It is the planet that comes to our rescue when we have reached our last moment. So Jupiter being placed in this 12th house, which sits directly behind your ascendant, means that you are being protected and guided by a spirit guide. You have extreme protection with this position. This is definitely a placement where you want to tap into your intuition and pay attention to your messages through your dreams. You are receiving extreme protection and guidance in life. This is a position that can give you a lot of spiritual knowledge and deeper insights. This detaches you from the material realm. This is all about a spiritual journey with Jupiter back in this 12th house. This can also give you luck and fortune in foreign lands, and at some point, Jupiter will take you into foreign lands, especially during a Jupiter Mahadasha. Jupiter can give you a love of being alone, being in isolation, being in meditation, spiritual devotion. This gives you strong spiritual ties and strong beliefs. Jupiter in the 12th house definitely makes you a searcher for truth, a searcher for deeper meaning in life. You are not interested in anything that is surface level. Jupiter in the 12th also makes you someone who's very charitable, very generous. You love to help others. You love to give back. This can give you a career involved in a hidden or isolated place, such as a hospital or prison. So you are all about helping others. You are all about service with this position. Jupiter definitely gives you an attraction towards foreign cultures, foreign philosophies. You want to understand things at a deeper level, and you can find yourself being attracted towards a spiritual guru from a different cultural background. Jupiter definitely gives you very strong dreams and premonitions in this 12th house. So very important to keep a dream journal if you have this position. Jupiter will also give an aspect over to the 4th, 6th, and 8th house from its position. So Jupiter is said to light up the houses that he aspects even brighter than the house that he is positioned in. So as Jupiter looks at the 6th house, this can give you some health related issues. You want to pay very close attention to your digestion, to your diet, to the things that you're taking into your body. This can make you someone who is very overindulgent. You like to enjoy the pleasures of life, and you can have a sweet tooth with this position. So you want to pay very close attention to your health. As Jupiter looks at the 6th house, this can also give you some issues with accumulating debt. So you can find that you have a lot of expenses as Jupiter expands that 12th house. You want to pay very close attention to this. If Jupiter is negatively placed in your chart, then you can have a lot of expenses that are hard to maintain. If Jupiter is placed well in the chart, though, this gives you the ability to overcome these debts and obstacles that accumulate. Jupiter definitely can bring a lot of obstacles and struggles into your life, especially if it is afflicted negatively by any planets. This can give you a lot of opponents, competition, and conflicts to deal with in your daily life. Jupiter's aspect onto the 6th house increases your desire to help others, to do what's right. You could work in a field of law, in the medical field, anything related to healing, counseling, helping those in need, helping the underprivileged. Jupiter's aspect onto the 6th house can also give you a love of pets, and you can also work in a career that is related to helping out animals. Jupiter's aspect onto the 6th house can also create a lot of legal concerns, but you can also be interested in this, where you are actually interested in sorting out all sorts of legal issues. You could get interested into social causes and movements. Jupiter's aspect onto the 4th house gives you a love of home and family, especially if Jupiter is placed well in that 12th house. It will give you a strong connection with your mother, and your mother becomes like a guru to you, giving you guidance and wisdom. Jupiter's aspect onto the 4th house also gives you a love of having a large home. You love a spacious environment. This aspect over to the 4th house really gives you an interest in making your house a spiritual sanctuary. You want to have meditation in your home. You want it to be a place of peace, of spirituality, of connection with your belief system. So you can bring things into your home that are foreign or that are connected with your belief. This also can give you a lot of luck in terms of property, in terms of education. You could do really well in your studies, particularly in your earlier studies with this 4th house involved. Jupiter's aspect onto the 8th house will give you many ups and downs in life. And particularly these ups and downs tend to come around money. Again, the aspect onto the 6th house can give you accumulated debt. So it's very important that you're keeping track of your finances. But even if you are, you will find that there are a lot of dramatic ups and downs in life. You have to navigate this area where you will find a lot of fluctuation of your finances going up suddenly and going down suddenly. So you can actually get surprise opportunities to increase your wealth, but you can find that you can struggle with your finances as well. Jupiter's aspect onto this 8th house also gives you intense psychic abilities for some of you, very strong intuition. You're able to see deep below the surface. You're able to pick up on hidden motives. This is definitely a house where you are interested in deep research and spiritual subjects. This can give you an interest in astrology and occult, anything where you are diving deep below the surface. Jupiter's aspect onto this 8th house is definitely going to help you to learn through difficulties in life, and you can become a guide to others through your experiences, sharing your experiences with others to help them to improve their own lives. Jupiter can bring you opportunities to gain through inheritance. It can bring you, again, surprise opportunities of increased wealth, of money that is coming into you through other people and your connections. This ultimately, though, is a position where you become very detached. So this can make you material at the beginning part of your life, but you can find that the material aspects of life have little meaning and you are seeking deeper meaning. Jupiter, if it is not well placed in the chart, can also show that some of your secrets may be exposed in the public. So you want to be very careful about anything that you're doing behind the scenes. While you have an ability to uncover hidden information, you also can find that other people are trying to exploit your secret information if Jupiter is not well placed. So be very careful about this. This is definitely going to make you a very private person where you are all about going inward, going into spirituality. And you can even find that you are in a spiritual career as well, which if this is your path, it's very important to go along this path as you may have some differences with your family members. If Jupiter is not well placed in the chart, you can also have conflicts with your mother. For some of you, some early childhood conflicts that can come up in this area. But for the most part, this gives a very nurturing and supportive mother.